a mother losing her child for 6 months. It was terrifying.
Y'all know my job. In my spare time, I infiltrate the Illuminati. Look for their secrets. Run back. Tell y'all. And they if they could, but I'm too fast, and the Lord keep blessing me. Yep. That's the truth. So now understand that sometimes when you hear me talk, I'm telling real secrets that should not be out there. But that's just what the fuck I gotta do.
Is Regina King, nominated for lead actress, series or TV movie for 7 seconds, supporting actress.
These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is? What? Is to act like it didn't happen.
Hold up. Did Regina King really sacrifice her only son, Ian Alexander, for fame and money? Or is this just another wild speculation? Katt Williams is shaking the table once again. And this time, he is exposing the truth about the give-and-take rituals in the industry, where you give something or someone for immense fame. And people are speculating that even Regina King partook in it. Katt has been loud about celebrities performing sacrifices and rituals to get ahead in their careers, and it doesn't look like he's pumping the brakes on the topic anytime soon. Ian's death has never made sense to people. In fact, some receipts prove that Regina knew Ian was going to die way before he actually did, but she did absolutely nothing about it. Okay, so as most of y'all know, Ian ended it back in 2022 at just the age of 26, and even though people felt bad for her, they couldn't help but notice just how shady the details of his death were. It had all the signs of the classic Hollywood sudden death. Regina announced his death with this statement that said, "Our family is devastated at the deepest level by the loss of Lan. He is such a bright light who cares so deeply about the happiness of others. Our family asks for respectful consideration during this private time. Thank you." A lot of people noticed that right after Ian died, Regina's career went from being literally non-existent to her suddenly getting a lot of roles and awards. In 2024, she starred as Shirley Chisholm in the Netflix biopic Shirley, which she also produced, and walked away with the BET Award for Best Actress. That same year, she directed multiple episodes of the Netflix series A Man in Full, and got multiple nominations for Outstanding Directing at the Black Reel Awards. Fast forward to 2025, she landed the role of Detective Roman in the movie Caught Stealing. Someone said, the reason she started taking off as a director is that her acting career has been running dry the last few years. All of a sudden, she's back in the limelight. You gotta constantly sacrifice people to stay in the loop. That's how Satan works. Once you run out of people to sacrifice, you yourself become the sacrifice. Cosby and R. Kelly are examples. Not to say they didn't do anything wrong, but you can't just stop when you want to. You signed up and gotta do your part. Now, when it comes to the exact reason people are convinced Ian's death does not make sense, well, the first was the fact that before Ian died, he actually made several tweets, literally telling everyone how messed up his mental health was. No one took him seriously, and supposedly, neither did Regina. Mind you, these tweets were pretty direct. Any mother who cares about her son's life will probably get him some help. But from the looks of it, Regina didn't do much of that. He was saying things like, "I don't think Instagram is healthy for me." You know that episode of SpongeBob where they go inside his brain and it's a bunch of mini SpongeBobs just losing their shit? Yeah, that one really hits home. But that wasn't all. A disturbing interview went viral, in which Regina straight up admits she almost turned down her Emmy-winning role as Latrice in Netflix's 7 Seconds, because the storyline hit way too close to home. Her character's teenage son gets hit by a cop, slips into a coma, and she's forced to cradle him through the agonizing decision to let him go, literally watching her son die in her hands on screen. Regina confessed on the red carpet that it terrified her for 6 straight months of filming. She even tried convincing herself she just didn't want another mom role, but deep down, it was pure fear of living her worst nightmare. And here's the creepiest part. Ian is standing right beside her during the interview, smiling proudly while she spills all this. Now, looking back, people are convinced that she didn't want to do the role because she knew beforehand what was coming.
Then to know that I was going to have to be in a space of a mother losing her child for 6 months, it was terrifying. I didn't realize that was the reason why. In my mind, I told myself, I don't need to play another mother. I need to chill on a mother role for a while. But as I was in it, and Veena Sood was so sure that I needed to be the mother, and as I was in it and we were working on the show, I realized it was just my own fear of being in a place that I don't ever want to be in life, you know?
Now here's where things get crazy. People brought up Katt Williams, claiming that he has been warning us about these alleged sacrifices for years. Katt never actually mentioned any celebs in any of his rants, but he definitely talked about these sacrifices, and everyone feels like the things he exposed actually align perfectly with everything Katt said. The first time was this 2013 interview, where he flat out admitted to the Illuminati being real. He said he was even approached to make some sacrifices in order to join, but he turned the offer down. Katt also revealed that if you turn down the Illuminati, there will be consequences. And one of those consequences is them stripping you of everything you have, so become dependent on them.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them. End quote.
I mean, we all love Dave Chappelle.
Exactly. Dave Chappelle has never been a part of the Illuminati. They don't want him or me or people like us.
Yeah.
But now it's not necessary for us to stir up that hornet's nest.
Anyway, fast forward to 2024, he appeared on Club Shay Shay, and he went into details about how Ricky Smiley's son's death was tied to an Illuminati ritual, and people couldn't help but notice how similar it was to the rumors surrounding Regina and her son.
Ricky Smiley knows this, and I don't know why he would lose a child and come on the air and start lying. That's why people believe in rituals right there. It's because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie.
And trust, people have a lot to say. I hate to say this because I admire her as an actress, and I used to believe she was so real and transparent until her son died. I do not believe he died of S-word. I do believe he was a red fluid sacrifice. I always say when someone dies, see if the other person moves up. In her case, have you all noticed all the commercial endorsements she's now getting? Pay attention. She's now in a lot of commercials. I don't respect her anymore. I just have a real dark feeling behind the death of her son, and it's not the S-word. Every one of these so-called stars has sold their souls for fame and fortune, and at some point, to stay relevant, they must do a red fluid sacrifice. There's no way around this. It's a must. Her son was in a sacrifice period. Another person said, she has been working throughout his whole death, getting money and making shows and being more seen. She definitely sacrificed her son. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of Katt exposing all these Hollywood sacrifices? And do you really think Regina gave up her son? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.